Hey YouTube, what's going on? Matt Kennedy here. I thought I'd share one of my favorite life quotes today. It really is, there's no guarantees in life. And I think it's one of my favorite quotes because I think a lot of us just assume stuff in life. We assume guarantees, we assume that, we're going to have tomorrow. We're going to assume that, oh, I got that A in the book, or, I got, you know, you name it, bro. I can go through, so many different examples. But where it really hit home for me, where it really digested in my system was two things. First off, 2 months ago I got my first car ever, and it was a brand new car. And when people tell you, new car versus used car, what are some good things about used cars? Well, used cars are going to be cheaper, but they're going to be a bit less reliable, right? Because it's going to be used and a bit banged up. When we get a new car, most of us go into it thinking, oh, I can just lay back like this, I'm all good, the parts are going to be fine, you don't have to worry about parts, right? Replace that part, replace that, or this, you should be good on oil life for a bit, right? Hopefully your engine's brand new, right? Well, it is, but hopefully it's in good condition, right? And other stuff. But literally a month in, not even over 250 miles on my car, I literally had a part malfunction. So that's out the window. Everyone always thinks, oh, you have a new car, you're going to be set on your parts for a bit. You can still have your car break down. You can still have things. So it's a myth. Everyone always thinks, oh, you have a new car, you'll be fine. Don't worry about anything, bullshit. So it's like, to be honest, it just shows you, like, no, that doesn't mean that used cars are always the way to go, because in the grand scheme, new cars are going to be better off with their parts, but you're still, like, it's not a guarantee. It's not like, oh, I'm fine for years to go. Maybe years from now, I'll have to start looking at, what's going bad, things can go to hell in the first week of your car, right? The minute you drive out of that lot, right? And then the second thing that I really realized this year was your career path, right? So I'm going through BGSU. Most of you guys know it by now if you're a true fan of the channel. But the one thing I realized this last year was just how hard it is to get a job. Like, and I'm not talking about just any job. I'm talking about like a really good job. Now, every different field has their own, expertise, right? So for example, if you're cutting hair, right, and you want to be a cosmetologist, there's going to be some better haircut places where you're going to make more than, we'll say, this haircut place, right? Let's say that you want to be a salesperson, right? If you go to this car place or you go to this retail place, you're going to be making the big bucks, right? Whereas this retail place, you might be making less, right? For me being a teacher, there's going to be some really good school districts. We're going to make a lot of money. And then for the same amount of work, probably, you can make less at this district, right? Let alone it's a better area, right? So if you want to live in that city, you'll be a better area to live, right? And then, you can go be a lawyer, right? Or a doctor, etc., right? But it's that mindset, the culture. There's no guarantees in this world. Now, what do I mean by that? Just because you have a 4.0, or just because, what gets you that job? Well, think about it. You're going to have, when you walk into that job and you're thinking, I got this. I got, Harvard, I got this, check, community service, I have this club, that shit. Well, here's what it comes down to. I don't give a shit what you have in those check marks. I don't give a shit what you have. You could have the bee's knees. You could have all the bells and whistles. If you walk in that interview and you don't show me what you can bring to the table, why the hell should they hire you? Now it's subjective. It's subjective. I'm not the owner. I'm not the person in charge of that company. I'm not the person that's going to be hiring you. But all you middle schoolers out there, all you high schoolers out there, even college people, because I know there's a lot of college people on my channel right now, you got to tell yourself, what can you bring to that company? What is going to make them hire you? because that's what it comes down to the end of the day. I don't give a shit what's on that transcript. I don't give a shit, what the hell you had to bring to the table, on paper. It's what you can do in context of the situation. And it brings to the whole situation of there's no guarantees in life. You might walk into that interview thinking, I got this. I have every single check mark in the box. It doesn't matter. It's not going to guarantee you the job, right? And it's a reality check. It's a reality check in life because you think about it, it's kind of unfortunate. We can do everything we can, right? At Kevin Payton, everything on paper, right? And, I gotta be honest, it's my favorite saying in the world. On paper, it means shit. It means jack shit. Because on paper, when I roll that die, I have a 1/6 chance at getting a 6. It doesn't really mean if I roll it 6 times, I'm gonna get it 1 time, right? It's just on paper, right? I have a 1/6 chance if I roll that die, right? So it's like, in life, in the grand scheme, there's no guarantees. It's what you make of it. And it's how you look at things. And I think what people don't understand is everyone busts their ass off when they're a kid. I want to get in that Ivy League school. I want to do this. Oh my God, all this community service. Oh, I want to be in the honors program. Oh, please, I want to be in the honor society. I want to just pack that resume on paper. But you want to know what really matters? What matters is the interview. What matters is, I don't care that you get all A's or that you do this. Are you a good person? Are you, in the grand scheme, what do you bring to that table for that job? That's what actually matters. Because, I don't care that you pack, it helps. It might get you an interview. But I think everyone forgets. Everyone looks at, oh, I have a private college versus public college, or everyone looks at, I got a 97% versus your 91%, or everyone looks at, I got 72 hours of community service and you got only 24. In the grand scheme, here's what it comes down to. Yes, that matters. It matters. But is that going to guarantee anything? Just because you go to Harvard or you go to this prestigious university, which you're probably going to pay more for, is that really going to guarantee you a job? Again, I care more about education because I'm biased. That's what my field is. When I walk into that teaching job, I went to BGSU, okay, which is one of the better education schools, right? So, it's going to help me, but is that going to guarantee anything? Oh, I went to BGSU, they're one of the best education schools. I'm going to have this job easily. It's going to help me, right? It's going to help me. But does that guarantee anything? No. I still got to go in that interview, and I still got to, nail that crap, and I got to tell that school, what am I going to bring to the table? That's what it comes down to. Someone can walk up Harvard. They went to Harvard to be a teacher. Does that mean they'll be a better teacher than me? No. There's no guarantee. They got to go there, and they got to show and perform. It's just like the NFL, football, sports. I don't care that you're number 1 on the depth chart. Okay, in 2021, it's a brand new year. It's 2022, and now you got to go up there and you got to prove to me there's no guarantee that you're the starter again. Okay, I can go to a team, give me a team in general. Okay, Aaron Rodgers, right, for the Packers. I don't care that you were number 1 last year. Show it to me again. I mean, you're a Hall of Famer. I know that you're one of the best, but show it to me. Because maybe Jordan Love had a stellar offseason. Prove it to me, Rodgers. Prove it to me one more time that you got to be up there to be the best. That's what it comes down to, okay? Now, you don't always got to have that mentality, right? But it's the thinking process, right? It's the understanding that I don't care what you have on paper. I don't care what you did last year. Prove it to me this year. And that, when you have that mentality in life, it's going to get you far. Take care. Peace.